Let's move on to Brisbane.
Let's do it.
So, where are Brisbane sitting at? Their first game is Carlton at the opening round.
Yeah, host them up at the Gabba. Nice little preliminary final rematch. They have a couple of pracky games coming up against Gold Coast and Sydney. So again, the Suns are going to kind of be a hard one to read heading into the season and for the early rounds. And then Sydney is probably a nice standard for them to kind of and also test a few moves. It sounds like they might have a few guys moving around. Darcy Gardner training as a forward. I think they just want a bit more versatility out of him, given they've got Jack Payne, they've got Harris Andrews, and they've brought over Tom Duday, who won't play until maybe round 3, 4, or 5. But they're going to be well placed. They're a pretty fit side. Don't usually have too many injury concerns. Lachie Neale's had a pretty interrupted pre-season, just with the groin issue and surgery, but they reckon he'll be fit and firing to go come opening round. But yeah, like their midfield mix is always, so steady, and they've got so many good depth options. Every year we kind of talk about Cam Rayner, Zach Bailey, are they going to take that next step? And they seem to take small ones every year, and I don't think they really need to, take big ones this year when you've got a McCluggage, Berries, Dunkley's, all with Neale there, and then Will Ashcroft comes halfway through the season. So, look, they're my premiership tip this year. I don't know how much I need to read into their practice games, but opening round against Carlton at home is certainly going to give them a bit to go off, and they have the Pies, I think, a couple of weeks later after an early bye. So it's going to be a nice little tester for them the first month of the season, just to see where they're at. But yeah, I think I've got them number one for 2024.
We'll get into crystal ball predictions at some point closer to the season, but I think a lot of people have the Lions as their premiership tip. It's hard to look past them. Lots of stuff. When is Ashcroft due back, roughly? Yeah,
it's probably the midway point. Like, he's such a professional. It's the kind of word that goes with him all the time. So they're really expecting that he won't have any hiccups or any delays in his recovery. But at the same time, he's such a young talent that they don't want to rush him back. So I think you can kind of suspect it's probably going to be midway point, maybe a few weeks after the bye, maybe. But it's a big wait and see. And he's going to be a massive boost for them. For the second half of the year if they're well placed at that point of the season.
Yeah, that's going to be a great inclusion.